Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Nino Hasnina binti Hassan. That operation plan preparation procedures is my part, which is it determines the effectiveness and efficiency of your operation. So the first step is select the strategic goals. It helps to develop the right goals and determine to achieve the targets. What we would like to improve, for example, to achieve the goals to maximize efficiency and reduce congestion in the yard by aligning loading, discharge and gate operation. Second step is define planning decision. We need to determine the planning decision carefully because making planning decision can be tough as it involves many considerations such as which areas of the yard will be used for which type of services and containers. Third, model the container terminals. There must be structure of the model to help the yard efficiency by yard planning such as by looking at current yard layout, forecast bulk moves and vessel schedules. Fourth, measuring KPIs. This will improve any problems that occur at the first result. There are some examples what are the KPIs that should be measured for a yard plan, such as yard location of the container to be loaded and the ship, turnaround time of vessel and turnaround time of trucks. And for the last is optimize. After we doing the plan preparation and demise, we implement and evaluate into the container yard operation. For the yard allocation procedures, there are important things need to consider. First, total distance. Required to determine the best position of the yard. The total distance from yard to the loading and unloading operation and vet are very crucial. Second, flexible and effectiveness. The flexible define that the yard facilitate educate between the berthing place and land transshipment. The effectiveness that will be evaluate that yard are able to store multiple type of container.
Okay, next, I continue with tracking techniques. Tracking is a immersive learning techniques that use prediction for multi-node, for example, KNN, decision tree or SVM, to build a new model. This final model is used for making prediction on the test data set. Part 1 is basically prediction. So the green color relation the prediction which I have done on the point where there is data set 1. I do the same exercise for each of this part. So for part 2, I again train my model using part 1 of data and part 3 to part 10 for data. And I do my prediction on the part 2. I do the same thing with second modeling techniques. I do the same thing with the third part, which could be linear or logistic reduction depending on what kind of problem I am handling. So these are many new base linear in the way. Now I have prediction from different type of modeling techniques. Next is yard utilization. The utilization of the container yard is one of performance indicator of port that is important for the port management in evaluation, monitoring, improvement and development planning of the port. The general standard model that is using in analysis that container yard utilization are given by equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 and equation 4 respectively.
Equipment utilization. Equipment utilization is amount of a time a piece of equipment, machinery or asset is used. The business may better understand how to use their equipment and make more informed decisions about the project timelines, inventories and equipment list based on the calculated utilization rate. In a yard operations, the intermodal equipment is used to perform in operations that includes a forklift, straddle carriers, rubber-tired gantry cranes, carriers and bridge stacker. The choice of the equipment is related to a number of factors in terms of capital of investment, volume, stacking density, and productivity. Equipment capability. Equipment capability is the measure of the actual quality of a machine with respect to its specifications. The capability of an equipment or process is to fulfill the defined requirements that often specified by characteristics of the values. By improving yard equipment, it can have a tremendous impact on the effectiveness in supply chain business. According to the 2020 State of Yard Equipment, more than half of the respondents admitted that implementing a yard equipment system could have reduced their expense by at least 5%. And lastly, yard is well equipped with equipment and tools for performing a range of tasks and jobs necessary for a new building and repairing of ship vessel. There is a comprehensive range of cranes of up to 250 tons in capacity, transporters, fabrications and assembly workshops and cutting systems.
Next is document yard operation planning activity. Yard operation checklist. First, loading and unloading activity carried out on ground that is flat, firm and free from pothole, which is clear of passing traffic, clear of overhead pipe work or electricity cable, and level to maintain stability. Vehicle and their trailer should be on firm ground, free from pothole or debris, which could make a vehicle unstable. Second, vehicle brake and stabilize. Vehicle should have a suitable and effective brake, both for general service and for parking. It is important to make sure that vehicles do not move when they are parked, and the vehicle should be as level, stable and stationary as possible. Next, system in place to prevent truck driving away while they are still being unloaded. It is very important to make sure that the people who might be working on or around the vehicle are protected. The vehicle should be as stable as possible and their trailer should be on the firm ground.
Yard operation report procedure. 1. Truck arriving with a container on its trailer at a given time and yard location. 2. Yard crane to offload the container from the truck and stack it onto the yard stock. 3. Next, a yard crane to lift a specific container from the stock and mount it onto the trailer. 4. Container for storage will remain in the same stock throughout its stay in the terminal because shifting container around incurs extra cost borne by the terminal operator. 5. The location chosen during storage will be the location for the eventual retrieval. 6. Next, the time at which the container arrives into the terminal and departs from the terminal is given by the shipping lines and the shipping agent according to the vessel schedule. 7. It is also important to note that yard planning works under a complex set of constraints such as policies due to regulation and safety practice, and some level of uncertainty for the future activities, such as vessel not arriving on time due to bad weather. Go to the next slide. 2.3 Related parties distribution. Companies of all industries and verticals that are involved in moving inventories through the supply chain. All 3PLs offer solutions for managing inventory, packaging and shipping, ultimately providing reliable logistics system and helping to maximize profitability for a business such as FedEx supply chain.
Some of the most beneficial features and logistics service commonly offered by third-party logistics which are: first, technology in place. Third-party logistics company can automate the order fulfillment process using powerful algorithm that route each order to the optimal fulfillment center. Second, Distributing inventory won't necessarily be cost effective for everyone, especially if you don't yet have a high volume of shipment.
That's all from us. Thank you.